Hi, Bernarda.
Hi.
So, tell me, how have you been this weekend?
Not good. I've been feeling very tired, very unmotivated. I don't like anything. I've just spent time in my bedroom, like resting all day, trying to rest because I haven't rested at all. I also I don't know if you remember the guy I talked to you about that I met like a few months ago. I saw him, but then we got into a fight because I've started feeling very confused about what I feel about him. So
Confused?
yeah, like I've started missing a lot my ex. So
Okay.
yeah, that's been very depressing because I just didn't want to talk about him anymore, like at all. But then I've been feeling like very nostalgic and I've been remembering everything we did together. And I think it's all because we like this other guy we started doing the same things like working out together, going to the movies, going to parties and things like that. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why. And I've been comparing him too much to my ex,
Okay.
so that's making me sad. Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like you had a very complicated weekend like, with a mixture of feelings and everything. Like, you've been feeling very tired, not wanting to do anything. Maybe you left some activities that you usually tend to do before. And also, you have a big fight with this guy you were talking to me about. You also mentioned that you were thinking a lot in your ex. Okay, so share with me more details on what was this fight about.
Okay, so it was really stupid fight because we were going to go out to eat and then we were going to the movies. So I took a really long time to get ready because I just felt like I didn't want to leave my house. So I started like delaying the plan. So at first it was going to be around 6, and just like 5 o'clock, like it was 5 o'clock or something, and I got out of bed and I said to him that I was just about to take a shower. So he was like, "Okay, just hurry up because
Mm-hmm.
we're late for the movies or something." I took really long, like 40 minutes, and then I just sat on my bed and I didn't want to like look for clothes, and then yeah, I just didn't want to get ready. So I told him that I was going to be ready at 6:30, but by then the movie was already has already started.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, at first he said it was okay, that we could look for another movie, but then he just went crazy and said that I was being very rude because we had like an appointment and I was just not
Oh.
like making it important. Um, so I told him that I was going to be ready at 7 to please him more.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got to my house at 7. I still wasn't ready, but I went like he parked on the parking lot, and I came to see him. And he said that what was happening. Like he was worried, and he started asking me like how I was feeling and things like that. And I said that I didn't know, that I was feeling kind of sad. And then he tried to like give me a hug, but I didn't want to, so I like rejected him.
So you were angry at him?
I wasn't angry. I was just like fastidiada, annoyed. I was
Okay.
very annoyed. I it, because of no reason. Like there was no reason at all. So then we went to my house and I like did everything to get ready because I was still not very ready. So then we left my house and we went to eat because the movie was already over, and we selected another like schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to eat. But And at first we were going to eat a taqueria, but then I didn't feel like it, and I said that I didn't want to eat tacos. So yeah, I started making problems of everything, basically everything, even the music that we were listening. Like he was putting his own music, and I got very like upset that he wouldn't ask me if I wanted to listen to
Mm-hmm.
a song. So I even said to him like he's not worrying about me or caring about me because he's just too selfish to put his own music on. So yeah, it was very. I think that I was like right now, looking back, I know that I was very annoying. That I was like behaving very poorly, and I don't know why. So we ate. We then went to the movies, and at the end of the night, he said if I wanted to do something else because his friends were going to a party, and I said that I didn't, and he said like he asked me like twice or three times if I wanted to go because he wanted me to go, and I said I didn't, and I told him that he should go and see someone else, like very mad,
Okay.
and just because, like, yeah, just because, and so he got very mad then, and he said that I was acting very weirdly, and that I wasn't like behaving as do like my usual self. So yeah, like he went to the party. He probably kissed someone else. I really don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm just assuming because he didn't like text me the next morning, and I had to text him, and I didn't want to say I'm sorry because of all the things that I did the night before. But then, yeah, so from then, like everything has been going far worse. I'm just feeling so sad. I haven't spoken to him in 3 days, and I don't know if I should like message him or something. So yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I understood this. You've been feeling very unstable emotionally and affectively these days, right? And that affected a lot of your whole relationship with this guy you were dating. Um, and also, you've been very irritable. Is that close to what you've been feeling?
Yeah, completely. And
Okay.
out of nowhere.
And you also mentioned that you were already feeling like very tired and exhausted and like annoyed and this irritable thing we're talking about. For how long have you been feeling this way?
I think it's like it started like 2 weeks ago, but this past weekend was like too intense. It was too much. I couldn't stand myself either.
Okay, so so share with me how was in the beginning, like 2 weeks ago. How were you feeling? And how that was different from how you normally are?
So I was still feeling very, very tired. I just like couldn't find pleasure on the things that I used to like. Like, for example, in classes, I just couldn't pay attention anymore.
Okay.
I used, like, I would doodle instead of like take notes or something. I had to do the thesis, and I haven't done anything because I just feel like I don't want to
Anything?
do. I mean, I've done like few corrections. I already finished it. However, I haven't uploaded it to
Okay.
the page we had to upload it. Also, I had a fight with my tutor
Okay, so can you give me more details on that?
on the thesis.
On the fight with your tutor?
Well, she like I sent her the thesis, which was very complicated for me to do. It required a lot of effort of myself, and when I sent it to her, I told her that she could read it, and that she could like if she could say like any comments or suggestions that I should change, to tell me. But then she told me that she wasn't going to read it because I haven't finished the reference list.
Okay.
The thing is, I did finish the reference list. However, it wasn't perfect. So, and I was aware of that. So I told her that I was going to fix that, but that she could read, still read the thesis. And she said she wasn't going to, so I got like really upset because I felt like all of the hard work that I had put into the thesis, and like when I say hard work, it's very hard work because I'm not feeling great. So, and it's the only thing that I've been doing. So, yeah, I was very upset, and I just got out of her office and didn't say anything, and I still haven't sent the reference list, so I assume she hasn't read anything about the thesis, but I really don't care. Like right now, I'm just like furious with her, and
Furious?
yeah, like even right now, I'm feeling like angry at her because she's not reading, and she's supposed to be reading. So yeah.
Okay, so it seems like this whole mixture of feelings that you have been having for the last 2 weeks also has affected your relationship with your tutor, and how else has this affected?
Well, I had a fight with my parents too,
Okay,
especially
when
with
was
my dad.
this?
This has been since the beginning, since the 2 weeks that I've been like
Okay.
very angry and tired. I had a fight with my dad, and he's not speaking to me like right now. Um, I don't even remember why it was. He just got. Oh, I remember. So we're going to a trip with my family to New York,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad wanted to take us to Canada too. So we had to take the visa and everything. However, I think that the visa for Canada is really complicated to get. So he started like saying to me and my brother that we had to take care of that, and but he was like very mean. Like he was just the tone he was using
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like nice, and he was just telling us that we had to do everything to get the visa.
So you felt like he was being a little rude?
Yeah, he was very, yeah, definitely he was being rude, and then he even told us that we're stupid because we didn't do something about the visa. And so my brother, well, this happened, and then my brother went to talk to him because I was really mad. I didn't say anything though, and my brother wanted to take the car to because he was going to see one of his friends, and my dad didn't want to like lend him the car, so my brother came to me to ask me to ask for the car,
Mm-hmm.
and I said that I was going to drive, and then that I was going to drop him off, and we'll go back to my house. But then it was around 6 o'clock that my dad called, and I was still with my brother and his friend. And apparently my dad needed the car, so he just,
Apparently.
yeah, because at first he said he did need the car, but it was because he was mad at us because of
Okay.
the whole visa thing. So he said he needed the car. We were here in Cumbaya, so I said that I could take the car back to my house if he wanted me to. But then he just hung up on me and wouldn't reply to my messages or my calls. And then he just stopped talking to me, and then he said that he was very tired of me, of my attitudes, and I told him that he was very immature.
Immature.
Yeah, so yeah, he got even like angrier, and yeah, and then my mom like discovered that we got into this fight, and she told him, like my dad, to be more like understanding with me because I'm full of stress and anxiety right now. But then he got even like more mad at me, so I just told him that I was tired of him too. And since then we haven't talked, and I told my mom that she shouldn't have like um, get in the way with the problem
Mm-hmm.
because she was going to like my dad was going to be angry at her, but then
Uh-huh.
I got angry at her because she told him that.
Okay, so let me see if I understood this. Um, so you had like this huge problem with your dad because of the trip you were planning, and he also had this fight with your brother as well. Okay, so then your mom was like a little concerned of what happened, so she was like getting into the fight and everything. Okay, I can see that when you talk about your dad, you were like pretty angry and
Yeah.
you changed the way you talked and everything, and you're playing with that card and everything, so I can notice that. But when you talk about your mother, it's like you calmed. So perhaps the relationship with your mother is better than the relationship you have with your dad.
I don't know if I can say it's better. It's different. With my mom, I'm usually a lot more like open. Like I can talk about anything with her. She's like a part of my confident people. Like
Okay.
I have certain people who I talk to about what how I'm feeling or basically my daily life. My dad isn't like that because he doesn't care that much, or I
He
think
doesn't
it's.
care.
I mean, he does care, but it's kind of uncomfortable to talk to him, for example, about guys or something.
Okay.
But then we have a good relationship. Just I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's happening to me because he's very sensitive right now, and I just can't stand that. And I'm not understanding, and I'm not willing to understand like that he can have problems. So I'm
Mhm.
just mad at him, and I don't want to like ask for like forgiveness or something. And yeah, so yeah, it's just different. I don't think it's better.
Okay, and so it seems like this kind of relationship, like very maybe distance with your dad, has been like this for like always.
Mm, yeah, but at the same time, we have a good relationship in the way that um, we can talk about other stuff like cultural stuff or politics or I
Mhm.
don't know like food, and we would go out, and even I mean he's very like cold. He's a cold person.
Okay.
He's not sensitive or anything.
Like for
However,
example.
for example, with my brother, he's like very mean even. Like for example, my brother would ask for the car and he would just say no because he feels like it. But then if I ask for the car, even if he's mad, he will give it to me. So I'm like the sensitive part of his life. However,
Okay.
right now I'm not. So yeah, that's very like weird because of it's never been that way, and he's not angry at my brother.
Okay, so also you were mentioning a lot about your brother and all the situation. How is his relationship with your parents as well?
I think it's basically the same kind of relationship that I have with my parents. My brother usually counts more on my mother. He would talk to her a lot more, like to talk about girls or problems when he's feeling sad or something. He would talk to her. The relationship he has with my father is complicated in the sense that mm, my brother, as I said before, my dad is very cold, and he's very cold with my brother. So whenever my like whatever my brother says, my dad just like thinks thinks is offensive. So he would get
Okay.
very offended rapidly. Yeah, it's just a weird and complicated relationship. My relationship with my dad is far more better than my brother with him.
Okay, so let me see if I understand. You were saying that like you have a better relationship with your mom, and your brother has a better relationship with your mom as well.
Yeah, we both have a like kind of the same relationship, but my
Okay, but
with
with
my
your
dad,
dad, you're better
it's
than your
different.
brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, this irritability that you've been feeling in this way that you just like maybe explode, um, has this affected any other areas as well?
Not really. Like my friends, everything with my friends is going on okay. I think I haven't seen them that much because I'm just feeling too tired to go out or something. Also, I'm very annoyed at some of them, so I don't want to see them. And I started like going out a lot more with this guy that I was talking about.
Mhm.
So I think that's why I got annoyed at him too, because I was spending too much time to him instead of my friend because I was already annoyed with them. But I'm not mad at them, and we haven't had any fight. And
It's like you've kept your distance,
yeah, I
maybe?
have kept my distance. However, we do like text each other, and yeah, I think they think it's all perfectly normal or something.
Okay, and so we're going back like to the start, to the starting point here. Um, can you identify any triggers to these feelings you've been having
Um,
since 2 weeks ago?
I think, yeah, I think that that maybe everything started because I went to a party and I saw my ex-boyfriend kissing someone else, and he didn't even say hi to me, and I got really mad at him, but I didn't say anything because I knew that that I couldn't do anything. So I just like went home and started crying, and then my brother or my mother, I don't remember, they asked me about what was happening,
Uh-huh.
and I said that I didn't want to talk about. So they left. This was very like early in the morning, like
Okay.
2 a.m. or something. And then I finally got to sleep. But this also happened because, and I kind of like put the guilt on this other guy because I asked him to come with me to this club. However, he didn't want to. So the next morning, I started about like thinking about my ex, even when this guy
Mhm.
was like texting me or telling me to.
Well, everything was okay with him.
Yeah, everything was okay with him, but then I got mad at the fact that I saw my ex because and that I couldn't be kissing someone
Okay.
because he didn't want to come with me to the party.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. So I felt very like sad and guilty because I know that I shouldn't have done that. But then so we saw each other, but then I like kept remembering my ex, and I think that remembering my ex is something that is triggering for me,
Okay.
and I'm not feeling that well because of that.
So it's like maybe you're feeling like I can notice that you're not over your past relationship.
Yeah, in a way, I'm not over. I think I will never be over about
Never.
him. Yeah, like I don't know if I will ever be able to love someone the way I did with him, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find someone.
Okay, so share with me why do you think that?
Because it's been a few months since we broke up, and by now I should be feeling better, and I should just like like forget about him. And even now that I have this other guy, that should have helped me, but I guess it hasn't helped. So yeah, I just feel like I'm starting all over again, the grieving process, and I don't want that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so everything just like coming together and adding up, and it's not a good like situation.
Okay, so it's like let me see if I understand this. It's like you had ups and downs during all this period that you've been through the grieving process, but when you were dating this new guy, you were feeling like you were over him.
Yeah, at first it was amazing, but then this past 2 weeks, and I think it's only because of the fact that I saw my ex.
Mhm.
Because before that we were fine, but now I don't know. So yeah.
Okay, and are you planning or you have any ideas on how to communicate again with this guy you were talking?
I mean, I know I should talk to him, but I don't want to like message him because I feel embarrassed of my behavior.
Maybe guilty?
Yeah, very guilty.
Okay, and how is your communication with him?
It was great because I could talk to him about anything, even when I felt like everything was going wrong. But then right now I just don't know.
Okay, and are you willing to try to communicate again with him and try to continue with what you were having, or what are you feeling right now?
I could. I really want to talk to him, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if I should do it because he's already mad at me. So I don't know if anything that I would say will help to like ease the problem or something.
Okay, I can also perceive that maybe you're just too tired to try.
Yeah, I just feel so tired about everything, and I don't really care anything about anything right now.
Okay, and do you think that maybe if you start doing something that could give you some peace, like some exercise, some hobbies, it will help you?
Maybe.
Have you thought doing this?
Yeah, I have thought about doing exercise. However, I just can't. I'm not like I'm laying in bed and I know that I have to get out of it to like work out and things, but I just don't want to. I feel too tired, and also it brings me back to my ex and to this guy because we usually work out together, and I
Okay.
don't know if he's working out without me, like the guy. Yeah.
Okay, so it seems that maybe we can work a little on what is keeping you stressed right now. That is not letting you maybe regulate your emotions. That's why you're irritable. You're kind of annoyed of everything.
Mhm.
So we can surely work on that. And thank you for sharing all this with me.
Thank you.